What's up, nerds and nerdettes, and we little nerdlings all? It's your buddy Big Johnny G for Two Gun Pixie presents Legendary Gaming. We'll get the glare off it. There we go. Masters of the Night. Can't believe it's been a little over a year since I played this last. Got about, I don't know, 6 or 7 games under my belt. The last time I played this was about a year ago, maybe a year and a half. But I figured this is a perfect day to play some vampires. All right, so I'm starting. I'm doing 2. Right, I'm doing 2 vampires. I'm using Agnieszka, Agnes, and Laszlo are the 2 that I'm using. And as always, they start off at the railway station. I put these out randomly. Didn't really matter which way it went. I did have my wife set these up beforehand because I didn't want to ruin everything. Because as you see, they go 1, 2, and 3. So these are already set up. I don't know what the hell's going on there. This, the relic deck, we can shuffle this right now on camera. Nothing special has been needed for the setup here. I'll set that up right there. So, yes, we are doing 2 vampires. So, as you see here, 2 vampires stalk the street. So, I have 10 agents ready to come out. We're starting on 6. If it gets down to 0, then the vampire hunters have hunted down and destroyed the vampires. Yeah, they are Inquisition level hunters that are after. So the idea is this game takes place in the 1940s, and the concept is that the vampire family, there's like six different vampire characters, and the vampire family has moved to a new area. They're trying to, put down stakes. No pun intended, into a new city and take it over. So this is what they're trying to do. All right, and I'm going to have to do enough things to be able to cast a spell, a ritual that will bind the city and the people to the vampire clan. All right, so we have a kill meter to keep track of. We got blood to keep track of. Each of the individual vampires can make a claim to a specific area of the city, like the asylum or the radio station. And after they do so, they get a special bonus that'll be put down. So whenever that area activates, there's a bonus. And there's different phases. It starts on the day phase, but there's also a night phase. We use this to keep track of it. And we get to use 4 dice because there's 2 vampires. We get to use 4 dice. Okay, I think that's pretty much all you need to keep track of, to know from the beginning. So during the gameplay, and I'll be starting with Agnes. She's going to be the representative, the first player. So she'll go through the day phase, the night phase, and it'll pass over to Laszlo for a day phase and a night phase. And these won't come into play until we take over a certain area, so don't worry about these yet. These keep track of our kills. The more kills we have under our belt, the more we can do things and get better results from things. So we have our blood ability. Each one has a different blood ability. Agnes is mesmerize. Move 1 million. Move 1 minion or agent, even an unexposed agent, from an adjacent district into your district. While he has deft reflexes, if Laszlo is the fighting vampire, even during a day combat, until the end of the combat, increase each selected die value by 1 to a maximum of 6. He's tough. That's what that represents. Well, we go to the museum, we can get a relic. We can have 1 relic. By the time we get our kill meter up to 2, by the time we get our kill meter up to 5, we can each have 2 relics. So that's very cool. And then we get up to 6th level, we get our dark power. Hers is hollow coal. move any number of minions or agents, even unexposed, from any adjacent district into your district. Well, Laszlo's celerity, if Laszlo is the fighting vampire, even during the day until the end of the combat, increase the selected die value by 3, maximum of 6. Whew. We want to get him up to level 6 pretty damn fast. Okay, so then that's it. So now the day phase starts by passing the token. We don't do that on the first turn. We don't do that on the first turn. So we're going to have to go through the event deck here and resolve. And we have to resolve, and we'll see how this shows up. There'll be a number of agents unexposed, and then later they will get exposed. That will show up in certain areas. And this helps dictate where. So for the first one, till death do us part. So I deal with this first, and I'll be dealing with that later at the end of this turn. So red equals 2, blue equals 1. So we're going to have 2 agents appearing here in the asylum. So you set this up randomly. So when you're doing this part, it doesn't know where it's putting people. It's random. And then we're going to get 1 each. Whoa, 1 here at the rail station where we're just coming in. You always start at the rail station. And then 1 here at City Park. Okay. And then now we look at add 1 agent into a district with at least 1 agent. Okay, so we're going to do this over here at City Park. We don't want to be jumped immediately as we're getting out of the damn rail station. So it doesn't say otherwise here, so this card will be discarded. I might as well just put the discards over there. Oh, agents. Okay, so agents are going to hunt the vampires now. Agents are going to hunt the vampires. During the day, each district with at least 1 non-drained vampire and at least 3 agents, well, a combat occurs. So we don't have that set up anywhere. We don't set up. We have 1 agent here where there's 2 vampires. I don't have 3. So it looks like we're going to get to skip the hunt, and that will move us directly into the night phase. Into the night phase. Okay, this is where the vampires get to do their actions. Okay. Using blood abilities is 0. Using a dark ability, well, we don't have dark abilities opened up to us yet. It was also 0. Just about anything I can do is 1 with a few exceptions, like recruiting a minion. Yeah, that's not bad. But then that's going to cost 2. Don't want to use blood yet for the blood abilities. Don't need to hunt necessarily for blood, but getting the kill would be good. Initiate sigil. Okay, so right now we have a 0 kill count. So that's another thing you have to keep track of, is the kill count that you have. So right now we can only do so much. So how about we will recruit a minion. So Agnes is going to recruit a minion here for the railway station. Oh, shoot. I did forget something. If there are daytime phase, I should have done this right at the beginning of the day turn. Sorry, I forgot that. If there are more minions than agents in the district, choose any single die and increase it by 2 max. Well, at the time that this would have activated, there was no agent or minion in here at all. If there are more agents than minions in the district, select 1. Okay, so even though I forgot to look at this, The fact that I did forget isn't making a difference right now, because at the time there was no agents or minions in there. But yes, Agnes will spend her 2 actions to recruit. Now, he says another thing is all the information, have all the information on your card here. On your card, it tells you everything you can do with 0 kills. When I get a kill, I can start doing other things. Okay, let's forget about the blood tokens here. Get them back on. Get this back in place so I know where I'm at. But that's it. That was her 2. That was her 2. Now, the night things do not automatically happen. They don't automatically happen using a night effects. That you have to spend. You have to do an action in order to do that. Okay, so we're passing this. Is going back to daytime. So that's it for the night phase. Yeah, jawohl. That's it for the night phase. So what if you guys, this game didn't have the cool little cheat cards, you know, it tells you all the layout of the turn and stuff. Okay, so day phase. So I got past. Resolve any days. That's another thing that I just remembered, is you have to look at all of the days, not just the one that you're on. But that's how we'll start. So we know that this is even, right? If there's more minions than agents, if there's more agents than minions. So this is a dead tie. If there are more minions than agents in the district, nope. As long as there are more agents and minions in the district, nope. Those are more agents and minions. Wait a second. As long as there are more agents and minions in this district, all vampires can. Okay. If there are more minions than agents, hold on. If there are more minions, which there are, than agents in this district, you may expose and move 1 agent from any other district to the asylum. Oh, okay, hold on. So there are no agents. No, there are no minions. We have no minions here. If there are more agents, which there are, there's 2, then minions in this district, move 1 minion from any other district to the asylum. God damn it. That's why you got to read all of them. And then one other day, one down here at the museum. At the start of this day, if there are more minions than agents in this district, draw 1 relic card. We gotta get some minions down there. Okay, so we got that done. We got the whole morning phase thing done. So now we get to draw another card and see where more agents pop up. You see what's happening here, right? I gotta start doing some killing. Okay, so 2 agents. 2 agents down here at the nightclub. 1 at the police department. And 1 at City Hall. And almost all the agents are out. Well, they are now. Add 1 agent to City Park. Damn it. Oh, okay. So at this point, I'm going to have to remember something. There's no more agents to draw from unless I start killing somebody and they make it back into the supply. So at this point, if I got to start adding more agents, this is going to start decreasing. The veil is going to start decreasing. That sucks. Don't need that to happen. Okay. Now the agents hunt the vampires, last part of the day phase. Agents hunt the vampires. During the day, in each district with at least 1 non-drained vampire and at least 3 agents. So that does not occur anywhere. We have 3 agents here, but no vampires. We have 2 vampires here, but only 1 agent. Okay, so that is going to officially lead us back into the night phase. And what's Laszlo going to do? Laszlo wants to fight. Laszlo is a fighter. He wants to fight. Okay. No. Oh, yeah. So now we get to roll the dice. Now we get to roll the dice. Okay. This is creating a dice pool that we are able to pull from. Pull from. Ugh. Okay, we have a 1. We have a 4. Look at that. We got a 5 and a 6. That's nice. Okay, so that's our die pool right now. A 1, a 4, a 5, and a 6. That's for Laszlo. Well, that's the pool. It's not for Laszlo. Laszlo can pull from it, as can Agnes. Okay, so it is night. So, of course, that's a bonus. And what that means is if we were fighting during the daytime, I would have to start pulling from the lowest dice first. Fighting at night, I can start pulling from the highest dice first in order to take on these guys. So we have 1 right here. He wants a kill. He wants to start, getting that meter up. Okay. So there's 1 there. Now, if we had it, if that agent was still here, we could have sacrificed the agent. But the agent got pulled into the asylum because 2 or more here. They're going to keep pulling him into this. So we got to go to the asylum and deal with this. But for right now, he will initiate a fight. So it's nighttime. He can draw from any of the dice. So he is going to he's going to use the 5. That's the one he's going to use. Put that over here in the discard. Now with a 5, you remove the agent. 5 or 6, you remove the agent. If it was a 3 or 4, remove the agent, lose blood. So if I only had a choice of a 1 or a 2, the agent has to stay there, and I lose a blood. But we got 1 back here in. We got to put someone. So that's good. But that was fight a minion. Fight an agent. Fight an agent was 1. So he can move. I believe it's anywhere on the grid. I don't believe it's, if I remember correctly. Let me look at that. Oh, it is adjacent. Okay. It is adjacent. Well, you know what? Okay, so if he goes here, and this guy is going to attack him in the morning. It's going to be morning time. He could use a blood to increase by 1. That 1 will still be a 2, though. So he'll take another damage. That's 2. But then the next turn, he can take the 4, which will get rid of him. Okay, I guess, you know what? I think that's what I'll do. Oh, yeah, his kill is 1 now. Hold on. His kill is 1. So now he gets a +1 and going on a hunt. That's cool. Okay, then yeah, he'll go in here. But if another agent pops up, he's really going to be hurting. He likes to pick fights, but he's not stupid. So let's go down to the cathedral. That's where he's going to take his move. Okay, so daytime again. And it's back up here to Agnes. Back up here to Agnes. Or that's at least what I'm calling her. I can't quite pronounce that name. Agnieszka. Agnieszka. I get that's pretty close. You just got to try sometimes. Agnieszka. Okay, so there are no agents or minions here, so I don't have to worry about that. There are more minions than agents. That's not the case. There's 1 agent, no minions. Okay, that's nighttime. As long as there are more agents and minions in this district, all vampires cannot use their abilities or relics, both during day and night phase. So there are more agents and minions. No, there are none. There are no there are no minions out. No. Okay. So that's that for that. Now, next is a drawing of the card. The event card. It's just one. Wow, yeah, it's just one. Oh, see, look, yeah, another one would have went there. Another one would have went there. All right, so, but, here's the thing. We only have the one to put down. So we're missing 3. 2 for over here. Wow. Wow, that red is 2. It wants to put 2 over here. Jeez. Oh, I did something wrong. Did anyone catch that? 20 minutes in. So I'm not supposed to do this second X, blue X. I'm not supposed to do the second blue X. So we can remove this one. I can remove one from here. And now I'm supposed to put down a second. I'm supposed to put down 2. Put down the 1 blue. Put down the 2 red. So I don't have to do anything else. That's it. But still, add 1. Oh, now I got to do it. Add 1 agent to the museum. I can't do that, so the veil is going to decrease. The veil is decreasing. Damn it. Agents on the vampires. There are no 3 agents where there's a vampire. Which brings us now again to the night phase. To the night phase. She wants a kill too. She doesn't have a kill. She can just pick a fight. It's nighttime. She can grab that 4. Well, she can grab that 6. Get her kill up to 1. I wonder if this game was popular enough for someone on Etsy to make boards to put these on. I wonder. All right. Now, so she did that. Fort an agent. She has 1 more action. She hasn't lost any blood, so... Well, if I do send her on a hunt, even though she won't gain any blood, that'll count as a kill. And she will use relics. No. We have to wait till we get to 9 before we can sigil it in the area, damn it. Mesmerize is 0 points. That's her blood action. So she can call someone from an adjacent district into hers. That's what she'll do. She still has 1 action left. Hey, then she can fight an agent. Yeah. You can do the same action more than once. So she fought an agent. That was 1 action. 0 action. She had to use a blood for that. She did have to use a blood for that. To call that one over there, but that was 0 actions. So another action then to fight. We use that. And Bob's your uncle. All right. Unfortunately, we have a new day phase to do now with Laszlo. So nothing happens here. There's no agents or minions. There's no agents or minions here. No agents or minions here. There are agents, but the only minion is right there. No minions there. Okay. So none of the start of the morning phase stuff happens. So now we're going to draw a card. Labyrinths of Memory. Okay. So 2 are going here to the cathedral. And then add 1 agent to here or here, which we can't do. So this will have to go down. And then we can't do here. So that's going to go down. Damn. Holy shit. We're getting our ass kicked. I need to go on a killing spree. Okay. Yeah, damn it. Okay, so now that was the card, but now they hunt. And there are no 3 agents on any board with, oh, I've been doing the hunting wrong. Shit. I just remember what I did wrong. 25 minutes in, anyone else catch it? So they have to be exposed before I do shit like hunting them. I'm moving full expose an agent. It's 1 action to expose an agent. So that's I have to remember moving forward for the vampire turns. So, but anyway, regardless, there's no hunting going on because you need at least 3 agents on the spot. With a vampire, we only have 2. Anywhere else where there's more, there's no vampire. So that brings us to the night phase. Yes, killing time, right? So he is going to spend 1 action to expose. Oh, this game's going to be over real soon. He's going to spend 1 action to expose, 1 action to 1 action to hunt. So he's going to lose. Now we roll again and get a new pool. We got a 1. We got 2 4s. And we got a 5. Yeah, not that bad. He'll obviously use the 5. Take that schmuck out. Wow. If recruiting didn't take 2, god damn it. Oh, you know what? We did recruit 1 before. This should have gone this way. No, it couldn't have because it was already at 6 when we recruited. You gain a point when you recruit because they do things to, like, you know, play it down. Yeah, there's no vampires. What are you talking about, vampires? What are you, nuts? But this was already at 6, so that would not have moved. Yeah, so that's all he could do. He exposed and he fought, and that was his 2 actions. So daytime for Agnieszka. We know after going through it for several turns, it has many changes that none of the day events are going to take place. Ah, jeez. Okay, so and we can't do 1, can't do the other. Add 1 agent to the railway station. So we lost. Holy shit. What happened? That was quick. How many games really last about an hour? Oh, wait. Did I make a massive mistake here? Massive mistake. Let me see here. Yeah, during the night phase, each vampire. So I was cutting myself short. During the night phase, each of the 2 vampires was supposed to do something. And we're supposed to do something. So I was playing half a game. It was about 5 turns. So it should have been 10 actions, not 5 actions, or however many turns it was. That was the mistake I made. What if I just do this? What if I put this back here to 4? What if I do just a little arranging here? I need 2 there. And just move forward here. I can't retcon a lot. Now let me just get a little bit more going on here. Now that I got that. So, before this passes into day, then, she should get her night phase as well. That's why I wasn't able to do enough kills. But no one is exposed. I want to get. I gotta get some. I gotta get some killings done. Oh, you know what? So she could use another blood. Pull him in here. One action to expose. Another action 4. So she'll lose 1 also, but he is gone. Now we can flip. Now we can flip. She got another kill. So that's a 2. He got that kill over there, so he's a 2. So you need to get a relic. Okay, so yeah, no day effect. So we're going to get 2 here. We're going to get 1 here and 1 in the nightclub. Still not a big help, but let's see. I didn't feel like I could do a lot of retconning. No hunting is going on. So then that will be the night phase. She goes first. She's going to make 2 moves. 1. One. No, she can't use a blood. She'll pass out. 1. And expose. 2. His night action. He is going to use this. Kill that guy. And then he's going to hunt. And now he's at a high enough level. Oh, it's there. He's going to hunt, so he'll get 2 back. Now we can actually call a wild hunt, but that's going to hurt this. Okay, so they've both had their night action. So now it's turning to day again. There is no daytime action from any of these areas to deal with. So we get right to, oh shit, we're up to part 2. There's 3 parts. Yeah, this is like game, right? So we got 1, 2, 3, and then the last part says add 1 agent to City Hall along with this card. At the end of each night phase, if there are more minions than agents in City Hall, discard this card and increase the veil track by 1. Otherwise, add 1 agent to any district without agents. Keep that out. Oh, boy. And I just noticed another mistake that I made, but I'm not going to bother dealing with right now. I'm still having fun. Okay, then. I wonder if anybody does catch these mistakes long before I do, if they continued watching long enough to see me mention, oh, yeah, I made this mistake, that mistake. Okay, night phase. This is still going to be the end of the game here. Does it have to be in order? Does it have to be in order? Well, the leading vampire. Yeah, the leading vampire takes the first action. I was doing that part right. Because the one part I thought I was doing wrong, they couldn't help me. No, I was doing that right. So that's Laszlo. If he does the wild hunt, the game is over. But if he spends both actions to recruit, that will increase the veil by 1. Now, Agnieszka will initiate an attack, sacrifice the minion. Oh no, so it's just 1 action to expose. Second action to initiate the fight and use the agent. So she doesn't have to use the 1-point die. But that's it, right? She uses her mesmerize, she'll pass out. I was not managing blood right. Yeah, that's that. So now flips the day side. None of the day effects have anything to happen. And this is where the game ends. Yep. Hunter being hunted. So we have to put 2 here. And then we have to put 1 here or here. Game over. Again, game over. Game over, man. Whew. Even though I made a couple of rule mistakes, the real problem was my managing of the resources, managing of the attacks. I was not keeping the agents, cycling through the pool. I definitely wasn't. That was hurting me. Because you need them in here, because you need like 4 in here at every turn. You need 4 in here for every turn, because you're starting off with 2 and 1. And then they each say put someone somewhere else. All right, well, I may have screwed myself over with a few of the rules. I caught a few of them a little too late. I still had a lot of fun. And I don't want to go so long before playing again. All right, so thank you for watching me through this debacle of playthrough, my friends. I'm your buddy Big John AG for 2 Gun Pixie presents Legendary Gaming, and I am out of here.